For today's cup of coffee, this is going to be a warning, a content warning. This is going to include things that would probably fall into the category of Bawdy.
Sexual content.
So, if you are easily offended, you might want to skip this cup. But it's not as bad as we're making it sound. It's just a matter of people have become so damn delicate that you have to let people know these things.
Yeah.
So this is one of those that my mother would probably sit there, and of course anything and everything I do sort of appalls her, so I guess it wouldn't really matter, would it?
Does she watch the videos?
No, she don't watch them. It's the reason we do what we do a lot of times.
Of course, then again, she's, out of it right now, so
right,
she can't watch them anyway.
She's on surgery, so, it's nothing that horrible, but you have been forewarned.
Forewarned!
I will put a disclaimer, hopefully, if I remember it there before the beginning, or I'll put it in the title or something to, so that some of the AI things. Of course, there's people that talk about things that embarrass me when I'm sitting in the room by myself. This is nothing like that. Nothing.
Slut pop.
Huh?
Slut pop.
Jeez, I don't even know.
I listened to that, and you're like, oh, God!
Well, the reason I just thought this was amusing, this falls into the category of odd. And it's like, we do the odd. That's the whole point of randomness. But it has limited scope of randomness.
I live in odd, and yet you want to call me a normie.
Because a lot of times you are, very much so. Anyhow, this comes from LiveScience.
I feel very attacked.
Good.
I'm triggered.
And this is written by Harry Baker on May the 30th, 2022. And the article is entitled, Penis Graffiti, an explicit insult carved into ancient stone, raises eyebrows at Roman fort. Yes.
It was a dick joke.
Yes. And says that archaeologists in the UK recently had their eyebrows raised when they discovered an X-rated carving on a stone at a Roman fort. The graffiti I see, I'm already like, oh my God. The graffiti features a crude penis accompanied by a phrase that experts say translates to the shitter next to someone's name, and it seems to have been etched out by a Roman soldier to insult a comrade. I do encourage you, because the link will be in the description box. Please go and look at this. Just go and look at this.
I'll look at it after.
It's incredible. It says the stone, which is 16 inches wide and 6 inches high, was uncovered on May the 19th at Vindolanda, the ruins of a Roman fort just south of Hadrian's Wall, a fortified structure that served as the northern frontier of the Roman Empire, built across England to defend Roman Britain against unconquered Picts of Caledonia. And that's made up of modern-day Scotland and some of northern England. At least it wasn't a shire. Or some of these other things that I have horrible times speaking. The archaeologists
Worcestershire.
Really? The archaeologists think the graffiti was carved into the stone. Now think of this. Stone. Sometime during the 3rd century A.D., volunteer archaeologist Dylan Herbert, a retired biochemist from Wales, unearthed the stone during his second week at the excavation site. Herbert had wanted to remove the stone, which he kept tripping over while excavating, for several days before he was given the green light to remove it. The Vindolanda Charitable Trust, responsible for excavating the site, relies on unpaid volunteers to assist archaeologists in properly exploring the expansive site. What a cool thing to be able to volunteer to do.
Yeah.
In the tiny town we're near, they have archaeological digs, and they do allow volunteers to do that.
They still do that? I figured they would have gotten rid of that because they want to kill everything of this town.
No, they actually do. And it's like...
Can I go?
But it's, as far as any kind of Roman artifacts, no. No, we have none of that.
I just want to find a fucking spearhead.
Woolly mammoth, as far as Native American, or if you want to call them indigenous peoples, there are lots of things that have been found on that.
Now that, no, I will not touch those bones.
I don't know.
I will not be the one to dig up those bones.
It's not been bones as much as it was that because of the salt deposits, that it's got such a vast history attached to it. You know, lots and lots of things here, but no Romans. And Herbert said in a statement, quote, "It looked from the back like all the others, a very ordinary stone, but when I turned it over, I was startled to see some clear letters. Only after we removed the mud did I realize the full extent of what I'd uncovered, and I was absolutely delighted," end quote. I'm not sure if his delight was to find after the picture before or after, or that he had actually unearthed, you know, something of significance. You could take that statement in a couple of different ways.
With a grain of salt.
The standout feature of the stone was the girthy graffiti.
Oh, God.
But researchers were more interested in the writing that accompanied it. Experts recognized the phrase, now bear with me on this, Secundiness Kakor, an abbreviation of Secundiness Cacator, which translates to Secundiness the shitter. The recovery of an inscription, a direct message from the past, is always a great event on a Roman excavation site, stated Andrew Burley, Director of Excavations and CEO of the Vindolanda Charitable Trust. And he also says, but this one really raised our eyebrows when we deciphered the message on the stone. Phallus carvings were not uncommon in the Roman Empire.
There's nothing else to do.
The new carving is the 13th phallus uncovered at Vindolanda, and only a quarter of the site has been fully excavated. On June 2021, a carving of a naked horseman and his exposed member was also uncovered at Vindolanda. Phalluses were normally carved as a symbol of good luck or fertility, according to the statement.
Not the shitter.
How things change over the years. However, the recently discovered graffiti is clearly meant as an insult, which surprised researchers. The depth of the lines carved into the rock suggests that the artist spent a lot of time working away at the stone. That's why you have to go and see this. This is carved in stone. And some, yeah, you could just see the hatred being chipped away on that, which highlights how passionately they despised Secundiness, according to the statement. Placing the stone somewhere visible at the fort would have been one of the most effective ways to shame someone at the time. The new carving is the Roman equivalent of bad-mouthing someone on social media today, the researchers wrote in a statement. I don't know. I think it was a little bit worse. I don't know.
No, because the people saw it in person.
Right. And
could not erase it. Doesn't get buried by anything.
Right. Burley said, quote, its author clearly had a big problem with Secundiness and was confident enough to announce their thoughts publicly.
They were just petty as fuck.
That's true. I have no doubt that Secundiness would have been less than amused to see this when he was wandering around the site over 1,700 years ago. I think it's hilarious.
Oh my God.
So when you see these middle school kids, freshman year kids, drawing dick pics, you'll know that it has always been that way. Always.
Always.
So we have not, well, we knew that we hadn't really advanced as a species. And it's like, you would hope, people have such short memories these days that even with the dissing online and stuff, you know, it's that goldfish memory. Wait 5 seconds and nobody remembers it. They've gone on to the next scandal or whatever it was. But
I don't know. People are going to be thinking about Amber Turd for a long time.
Till about next week. And then somebody else will do something remarkably stupid and that will be the new thing. But this was just, I found that hilarious. You have to go and see this picture. It really, So whoever Secundiness was, he must have really...
He was pissed.
Dude was pissed.
He was petty as fuck.
Yeah, but it's just think of this, 1,700 years to find this, and people are going, we don't know who etched this.
Or who Secundiness was.
But we know that Secundiness was a shitter.
We don't even know. He may have been actually a good guy and just he got pissed off for some reason.
But now let's think of this.
It was petty as fuck.
Let's think about the phrase that was used, which goes to tell you that is a perfectly acceptable word. Yes, it can be used in various ways, but as far as it being that bad of a word, apparently not. It was just a descriptive term that the French decided was uncouth. Use the word shit in various and sundry ways.
Ah, shit.
It is a multi-purpose word.
There's many words that are multi-purpose.
Absolutely. And if you want to, you could just... I wonder if anybody could just use as far as Secundiness, and that can cover a lot of things.
It's like party.
It's one of those things people would have to research so it would piss them off more. That's the fun thing if you're going to insult somebody, to do it in a way that they have to think about it. And like I said, it's interesting because then they're confused and angry. It's fun.
Yeah, I know a couple of people that get like that.
So you got to be smart with it. You've got to be smart. If you're going to have that type of a verbal argument with someone, do it to amuse yourself. And it's pointless to argue with someone who's an idiot. Honestly.
Insanity.
Oh, that's even worse.
No, like that will drive you to insanity.
Well, insanity as far as to convince someone that is...
Stupid.
No, totally, completely incorrect is total contradiction to reality. You're just going to frustrate yourself and piss them off. And honestly, that is a conversation that can turn dangerous.
Don't cast your pearls before swine.
Absolutely not. Lest they, trample them in the mud and turn and tear you to pieces. People don't read the whole thing on that. I'm paraphrasing. That's my translation. That's mountain translation on that. So, yes, if you ever get angry with someone, draw a dick pic.
A dick on their forehead. While they're asleep at a party or whatever. Yeah.
Of course. That's the freshman year thing.
It's a go-to.
It is a go-to. It truly is. But that one was just in the realm of weird.
Yeah.
And it has been a weird week.
Loves it.
Yeah. So we just thought we would do sort of like this is one of those 9-ounce cups because that's what we've got left. Yeah, this one's almost over, and then we can start a new
party.
Yeah, Secundiness.
The shitter.
So if you have experiences, not with shitters, don't let me know, I don't want to care about that. Everybody's had experiences with those. If you've had experiences with the paranormal, supernatural, encounters with UFOs, aliens, cryptids, interesting sophomoric behavior from the ancients, if you have local, regional, or family myths or legends, send us an email, cupofcoffeewithscream@gmail.com, and the email address is also in the description box. Have some fun. Life can still be fun. Know that you're loved. Yeah.
And if you like this video, don't forget to like, share, comment, and most of all, subscribe and click that notification button. I'll get my timing down eventually.
Be alright.
Have a good...
Oh, I almost forgot, didn't I?
What?
It's like I had appalled youngest kid earlier today.
Oh gosh, you didn't appall me. I'm just like,
Because
yeah,
trying to figure out the
point, aren't we?
Trying to figure out the insulin dosage and the carbs, and with carbs comes weight gain. And yes, when I called the diabetes people, I said, look, I said, somebody's going to have to figure this out. I said, I was big to begin with. I said, now my ass is ponderous. And they didn't know what to say.
It's like, well, I haven't quite heard anyone phrase it like that before.
Well, why pussyfoot around it? There is no sense. No, I'm not 500-600 pounds, people. No, I'm not.
No, she ain't one of the 1,000-pound sisters.
I am just uncomfortable in my form at this point.
She looks fine.
I look like a babushka.
And what's wrong with that? Everybody loves a babushka.
There's nothing wrong with a babushka.
Get your little headscarf. Go out. Minushka. Your sons have gone to war, and now all you have is beets to No, your husband has left for the war, and now all you have is beets to feed your family.
Oh, can my headscarf have little skulls on it? Can I be a goth babushka?
Yes, absolutely.
That sounds like a plan.
Babushka.
Hey, I had to say Secundiness, so there you go.
Secundiness.
So anyhow, I'm going to leave on that one. I need more coffee. I do.
I need to stock up on those damn energy drinks.
See, for those people who cut out before the very end, they miss all this stuff.
And she doesn't like to include bloopers either.
No, I don't. I delete those forever.
You just wait. One day, I will secretly upload a video
of
nothing but bloopers.
That's why we cut those out. Is because they're not something that we want to include.
People like bloopers. People find them funny.
Why is it us going into spasmodic sneezing or coughing? How is that amusing? That's just gross.
You put the counter. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Do the shot thing every time they cough, sneeze.
Yeah, take a shot.
Anyhow, you all have a beautiful, blessed day, and we'll see you on the next cup.
Bye.
Bye.